Gosh darn it. These fragrances have us in a chokehold. You've seen the title. I spent $2,000 in fragrances in the past couple of months. You guys, yes you, have to hold me to it. I'm not purchasing anything else until October. Come back. We're going to look at everything that I purchased over the past couple of months, but you got to come back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video of Smell Good with Jenna. I'm, of course, Jenna. Thank you so much for stopping by. You know what you got to do. Like, comment, follow, and subscribe. Let's get right into it. So we're in the best month of the year, July. So I wanted to discuss my birthday haul, even though it wasn't really a birthday haul, but it's more or less a lot of the fragrances I have consumed over the past couple of months and give you guys an update on what I purchased. So I figured, what better way than to celebrate my birthday than showing you guys all my fragrances. So let's get right into it. First up, we have Parfum de Marly's Delina La Rose. This is the second one that I own out of the trio. I'm still on the fence about the OG one, but I smelled this last year, went into Bloomingdale's, sniffed it, and I was taken aback how pretty and juicy it was. It still has obviously that Delina DNA, but it dials it back a little bit without the rhubarb, and it's more aquatic, perfect for this time of the year. So I thought definitely let me get this. And sure enough, when Joma Shop had their Father's Day sale and you got it for like 45% off, I'm buying. So yeah, I picked it up. That's Parfum de Marly's Delina La Rose. Next up, we have Mind Games Lenora. Listen, Mind Games wasn't even on my radar. I went into Bloomingdale's one day knowing damn well I shouldn't have even been there. But the sales rep stopped me and we started talking fragrances, and that's how he got me. So he started handing me different scents, and I was really blown away by a lot of the ones that he handed me. And then he finally asked, "What's your favorite perfume?" And I mentioned Valaya from Parfum de Marly was one of my favorites. He instantly knew what reminded him of Valaya from this line and handed me Lenora. I was blown away. The passion fruit opening, it doesn't smell like Valaya, but it does give me that vibe. And again, it's something I've smelled ever, or not that it's not something I've ever smelled before. I'm gonna take that back, but it is unique. It's beautiful. It's crowd pleasing. And I was sold. Now, for $375, I wasn't doing that. Even if I can get a 10% discount, which I found on Scent Split, I'll do that. But I knew this was coming home with me. I knew this was going to be my birthday scent, and I absolutely love it. So if you haven't checked out Mind Games, definitely don't be like me writing it off. Definitely check out Mind Games. And this is Lenora. Next up, we have from House of Sillage, Bugs Bunny. I did a dedicated review. If you haven't checked that out already, go ahead and do that. I won't spend too much time on it, but this is another fragrance that I picked up from House of Sillage. It's from the Looney Tunes limited edition set that they have going on. A lot of people were gravitating to the Tweety one. This is the one that really caught my attention. I thought it was perfect for the spring and even in the summertime. And it just reminded me of being out in the grass and taking in the sun. So if you haven't already, go ahead and check out House of Sillage's Bugs Bunny. Next up, we have Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino. I got this a few months ago. I know this is not an aquatic scent, but the bottle just reminds me of water, the beach. This is a beautiful summer scent. I know with Tom Ford fragrances, they don't last a while, but I definitely love this and definitely was on my radar for the longest. So I'm definitely excited to wear it this summer. That's Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino. Next up, we have Giorgio Armani's Ocean di Gia. I know there's the Aqua di Gia, and I know there's an intense version that came out, and a couple of other flankers, but this is the one that sold me the most. It reminds me a little bit like shampoo, kind of like a fruity shampoo. Maybe not so much a fruity shampoo, but you know, you just went to the beach or the pool and you came home and washed your hair. This is what this reminds me of. I think this is a beautiful scent. It's not long lasting. just something light to wear when on those hot days. So I was definitely excited to pick this up, and another fragrance I can't wait to wear this summer. That's Armani's Ocean di Gio. Next up, we have a couple from Sol de Janeiro. We have the Cheirosa 59, and then we have Beijos de Sol. I'm not the type of person, I don't like to get limited edition fragrances just because if you like it, then you'll never be able to get it again unless you wound up buying a few. So I try to stay away from things like that. But it caught my attention when they had their display in Sephora, and they mentioned layer any of the 3 new fragrances with their Boom Boom Cream, the Cheirosa 62. And I paired this together. Shout out to my friend. He actually mentioned he made this. So very proud of him on this fragrance. But I paired it with that together. I'm looking up because my lotion's over there. But I'm like, oh, this smells really, really good. I think this has peach and coconut combined with the pistachio and caramel in the Cheirosa 62. Thought it was a beautiful, beautiful pairing. And listen, I was able to take $10 off, so for $14, that's a steal. So that is Beijos de Sol. And then the Cheirosa 59, this is a beautiful scent. They came out with I don't know if it's called Boom Boom for that, but they came out with an actual butter that's thick, and which is what I wish Cheirosa 62 was, thick, like that consistency. But I thought this really, really smelled really, really good, excuse me. And it has lychee in it, I believe, and not lychee, I apologize. It has violet in there, and I thought it was a great pairing with KAYALI's sparkling lychee. So yeah, another successful pickup from Sol de Janeiro. Speaking of KAYALI, we have Vanilla Rock Candy Sugar. I always got to look at the name because it always has me in the chokehold. I have a dedicated review for this, so if you haven't already, go ahead and check this one out. But this is another fragrance I wasn't sure I wanted to pick up, but I smelled it and it had me in a chokehold just because I'm a huge gourmand lover. And not only that it's gourmand, but it's very light and airy, and it wears perfectly in the heat. So, you know, I'm weak. So I wound up purchasing this, got us on a little discount. And yeah, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. That's KAYALI Vanilla Rock Candy Sugar. So next up, we have a lot of the viral Arabian fragrances. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I actually want to do like a buying guide video, just because we see these fragrances on TikTok and it normally is attached to someone's TikTok shop, so it's not necessarily an authentic review. So I kind of wanted to give that to you guys, and you go from there. So I'm going to make this pretty quick, but we have first up, I mentioned this in another review, a dedicated review, so go ahead and check this one out. But this is Lattafa's Teriaq. I love this. This reminds me, or it's similar in the sense of KAYALI's Vanilla Rock Candy Sugar with that sweet gourmand that's light and airy. It pairs well together. This is probably one of my favorite purchases of the year. I'm not going to even lie. So if you're into those type of sweet gourmand fragrances, I would definitely check that out. We also have from Lattafa, Honor and Glory. So Badee Al Oud, Honor and Glory. A lot of people were hyping this one up, saying it smells like pineapple creme brulee, which those are some of the opening notes. And they weren't lying. This is really, really nice. I haven't smelled anything like this before. I was a little afraid because of the oud, but this was a successful blind buy, and I think this is really unisex. So guy or girl, you definitely could rock this. So definitely check that one out. We also have from Lattafa. A lot is from Lattafa. I think that's a really good house. If you don't have anything from Lattafa, definitely check them out. They really, not only with their dupes, but also with their original scents, they do an amazing job. I haven't really had much of an issue when it comes to Lattafa. But next up, we have Rave Now. It's the woman line, or version rather. This smells exactly like Burberry Her. So if you're someone that has Burberry Her, not even the elixir, but the regular Burberry Her, this smells exactly the same. the projection is even stronger, and longevity is even better. So if you have issues with Burberry hair, I definitely say check out Now from Lattafa. So moving away from Lattafa just a sec, we also have Paris Corner. It's another Arabian fragrance line. They tend to make a lot of dupes of that. They here and there's some originals. There's some viral fragrances that have come from there, especially since those of you who have Bianco Latte and love it, it seems like there's a lot of dupes coming out from them. Paris Corner being one of them. Caramel Cascade. I know a lot of people had issues with this one. A lot of people said this was off-putting and just didn't smell right. I didn't have that issue. I think it smells really, really nice. It smells like Bianco Latte, but not as good. You can probably get away with it, but it's listen, for 30 some odd dollars compared to 150, if it's as close as possible, then why not? I don't think it's that bad. I think they did a really good job with that. So that's Caramel Cascade. I also picked up from them their Tuscane Marina. This is like an aquatic peach. Not to get too much into detail, it's a nice scent, but to me it came off a little bit like an air freshener. So I don't know if this is something that I would purchase again or reach for constantly, but she was picked up, so we were mentioning it. So lastly, from Paris Corner, we have Pear Potion Amir. I was interested in this fragrance just because I don't really have any pear scents in my collection, and I didn't think this was a dupe for anything. I kept Googling. I saw how popular it was and people discussing it, and I didn't want to pick up another dupe. I just wanted, even though I don't have a pear scent in my collection, I just wanted something that was original. So I picked up this for, ironically, $13 off of TikTok shop. It came from Aroma Concepts, and surprisingly, this is really, really good. It's fruity, it's juicy. I don't want to get too in depth with it, but it was a purchase that it's something that I would probably get again. So if you haven't checked out anything from Paris Corner, I would definitely suggest Pear Potion. All right, we're almost done. I think this fragrance was actually this is my last fragrance I'm purchasing until October, so I wanted to kind of go off with a bang. But we have from G. Giardini di Toscana, Bora Bora, if I can actually get that out. But I wanted to pick this up I was interested in this house because Bianco Latte took everyone by storm. That's one of my personal favorites in my collection. So I'm like, if something is a personal favorite, then I have to check out the house a little bit more. So I remember going into the scent bar, aka Lucky Scent, wanted to smell something else from the line, and I came across Bora Bora. Bora Bora is a very cute floral beach type of scent. I was sold instantly when I smelled it, and for $150, I think that's a steal, especially if you like those scents and don't want to necessarily spend $300 on Tom Ford. So that's one of my pickups, and yeah, that's Bora Bora from G. Giardini di Toscana. I tried to do it cleanly, so don't judge me. I tried to do it cleanly, but that's Bora Bora from G. Giardini di Toscana. So I saved the best for last. This fragrance right here, I've seen it a couple times on Instagram. I was intrigued. I've heard the brand before. We're talking about Clive Christian, by the way. You know when you go on Fragrantica and about 80% of the reviews are always negative? For this fragrance, and we're talking about Blonde Amber, I saw absolutely not one bad review. So if I see a fragrance that has not one bad review from men and women, I'm intrigued. The price tag is steep. I think it's a little over, well into $500, and that's not including tax. My apologies if you hear my dog's tag, but 500 some odd dollars, that's steep. I saw on Fragrance Net that it was half the retail price, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna pull the trigger and I'm glad I did. This is an amazing scent that I actually want to do a review and really dive into, but this is not the time of year that I would wear this, so I'm gonna wait for that. But this is good. I'm not saying it just because everyone else is saying it. This is a really, really good fragrance. This is something that you know what, I'm going too much in depth. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later because I'm getting ready to give you all the tea, and this is just a fragrance haul video. But that is the last of my pickup, my fragrance haul for the past couple of months. We're not doing anything until October. Blonde Amber from Clive Christian. And that's my video. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. You know what you got to do. Like, comment, follow, and subscribe. Have you smelled any of these fragrances? Is something on your radar? Let me know what should be on my radar. Specifically, not more so for the summertime, but like for fall, winter, even though we're in the summertime. But I think I did enough damage for the summer. So my next purchases will be for the ending of the year. So definitely let me know. And always remember, the best compliment one can get is that you smell so good.